ship, or I never was on the ship to jump the ship. Always been.
Dramatic meeting in Dalton leads to even more controversy, this time over a new hire.
Not only did Mayor Tiffany Henyard make the hire without consent from the board, we're learning tonight the newest employee.
The Tiffany Henyard saga is spiraling out of control, and it seems like no one will stop until she's behind bars. You might be wondering why she's not locked up yet. Well, buckle up, because things just got way more intense. There's a ton of shady deals, dirty secrets, and jaw-dropping revelations flying around, and now things have taken a shocking twist. In a heated board meeting, her own lawyer flipped the script, spilling the beans in a way no one saw coming. This wasn't just any meeting, it was a bombshell, with her trusted legal advisor turning on her and dropping some major bombshells. The lawyer's revelations have rocked everyone, and now we're left with one burning question: why is she still free? Let's break this all down and watch as the so-called super mayor is inches away from watching everything come crashing down.
Continues between Dalton's mayor and the village's board of trustees after multiple members did not attend tonight's monthly meeting.
Just pay attention to who bring all the drama to your community. Where all the hecklers that's normally in the crowd, they're not here today. Where everybody that got something to say when everybody up here talking, giving their opinion.
I'm not going to stop until she's behind bars.
It's become crystal clear that Tiffany Henyard has hired two high-profile criminal defense attorneys, both of whom have handled some of the nation's most infamous cases. While securing a strong defense is common, many are left wondering why Henyard needs such top-tier lawyers if she's truly innocent. According to one of her attorneys, the case is far more complicated than it appears. This lawyer previously defended R. Kelly's former manager against serious charges of illicit activities and witness tampering. While the lawyer succeeded in getting his client acquitted, his tactics were highly controversial. Over the years, allegations against him have piled up, claims of coaching witnesses to lie, tampering with evidence, and even bribing officials to win cases. In September 2015, he faced 21 charges for conspiracy and obstruction of justice, stemming from 6 federal cases in which he was involved. Though he managed to dodge conviction after a lengthy legal battle, his reputation remains in tatters, with many questioning his ethics and methods. Beyond the courtroom, his behavior has been equally questionable. Several former clients have accused him of fraud, claiming he took their money without delivering on promised services. These grievances highlight a pattern of dissatisfaction, with clients feeling misled and ripped off after paying for his legal help. But now, Henyard has put her faith in him. When she brought him and another lawyer, Ed McDavid, to a public meeting in Dalton, things took an unexpected turn. Instead of addressing the critical issues facing Henyard, the lawyers used the opportunity to launch a full-throttle defense of their client. Brindley made a number of controversial claims during the meeting, many of which were criticized as false. He painted Henyard as the sole victim in the situation, shifting blame onto others. He even went so far as to wrongly assert that trustees had no authority to call meetings, and misrepresented the Open Meetings Act, claiming it required a 10-day notice to cancel a meeting, when in fact it only applies to changing the schedule for regular meetings. One of Brindley's more contentious claims was that the board had no say in Henyard's appointment of Keith Freeman as village administrator. However, video evidence clearly shows that although a motion was made to appoint Freeman, it wasn't seconded and therefore failed. Despite this, Henyard moved forward with the appointment, seemingly ignoring the board's disapproval. Furthermore, Brindley falsely stated that Jason House had no authority to sign checks on Henyard's behalf. In reality, according to both the Cook County Circuit Court and village rules, House was indeed authorized to do so. Rather than addressing the pressing legal concerns, Brindley and McDavid seemed more interested in shifting blame and making unfounded claims. This raises serious doubts about whether Henyard's defense team is truly focused on the real issues, or simply trying to deflect attention. Henyard did not attend the meeting, but the Dalton trustees have carried on without her. They met at the Doane Fieldhouse to discuss the village's financial future. Stanley Brown, a board member and one of Henyard's allies, made a public appearance, though not without controversy. Some residents urged him to attend, while others warned him against it. Brown defended his attendance, claiming that he was there for the good of all residents. This meeting followed closely on the heels of Henyard's failed attempt to hold an unofficial meeting of her own, where she tried to make new appointments for village attorney and administrator. Trustee Jason House dismissed Henyard's meeting as unauthorized, stating that the appointments hadn't been approved by the board. With public criticism mounting, Henyard's legal team scrambling to protect her, and the village board continuing to operate without her, Dalton is left in the midst of a growing governance crisis. The town's political future hangs in the balance, and people are starting to question whether Henyard's time in office is finally running out. With so many unanswered questions, it's clear that this saga is far from over.
Scheduled Board of Trustees meeting was canceled because there weren't enough trustees present. But Mayor Tiffany Henyard still showed up and appointed a new village administrator and a new village.
As Dalton's trustees work to tackle the town's financial crisis, Tiffany Henyard, the village mayor, has found herself at the center of numerous scandals. From financial mismanagement to personal misconduct allegations, these controversies have sparked widespread concern, leaving many questioning her leadership. Henyard's actions and her legal defense are facing increasing scrutiny, and doubts are mounting about her ability to continue leading the town. At a recent trustee meeting, several pressing issues were addressed, including the village's financial struggles and the possibility of layoffs. Trustee Jason House raised concerns about the dire financial situation, even suggesting the need for another round of layoffs. One of the meeting's main topics was a dispute with the village bank, which had issued a 60-day notice due to signature discrepancies. The bank intervened after Henyard allegedly refused to sign checks worth millions of dollars. As a result, the trustees temporarily suspended reimbursements for travel and meals for elected officials and staff. Beyond the financial troubles, Henyard's leadership has been met with dissatisfaction. During the meeting, while the trustees worked to address the issues, Henyard's absence was notably felt. They moved forward by approving a temporary travel and meal reimbursement ban, altering check signing requirements, and issuing 18 company licenses that had been stalled under Henyard's administration. Henyard's handling of the village's finances has been one of the main points of contention. While she acknowledged a $2 million budget gap, many trustees believe the deficit is far worse. She has faced accusations of mismanaging public funds, and critics argue that her lavish spending only made the financial situation worse. Between July and November 2023, Henyard's administration reportedly spent tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars on expensive meals, shopping sprees, and first-class travel. One particularly egregious example was a $220,000 trip to Austin, Texas, where Henyard and her team spent taxpayer money on high-end hotel stays and lavish meals. These extravagant expenditures have drawn outrage from local residents, further damaging Henyard's public image. Henyard is also under fire for her handling of local business concerns. One business, Lawrence Gardner's Trucking Company, has been shut down since January 2023 after being accused of selling alcohol without a license. Gardner disputes the allegations and has won a court case in his favor, claiming that Henyard's administration targeted him for reasons beyond the alleged violation. This is compounded by claims that local business owners were pressured to contribute $3,500 to the village soon after Henyard took office. In a recent public statement, Henyard continued to deflect blame, accusing her critics of attacking her politically and downplaying the severity of the village's financial crisis. Her controversial $85,000 party for the Taste of Thoron Township event, held during a period of significant budget cuts, sparked further outrage. The event, which featured performances by R&B singer Keisha Cole and rapper Jay Holiday, cost taxpayers $50,000, and the extravagant spending in the face of a growing deficit only deepened the public's distrust. The financial scandals are only one piece of the puzzle. Henyard is also embroiled in a civil lawsuit filed in April 2024, which involves allegations of sexual assault during a work trip to Las Vegas. The lawsuit names both Henyard and a village trustee as defendants. The plaintiff, a former assistant, claims she was drugged and assaulted after a dinner with the trustee. This, coupled with another complaint from Officer Brian Miles regarding the mayor's security team, has only added fuel to the fire. Despite the mounting legal and financial issues, Henyard remains steadfast, defending her actions and portraying herself as the target of a political attack. She has also hired controversial attorney Bo Brindley, who previously defended R. Kelly's manager and is known for using dubious legal tactics. This has only intensified public scrutiny of Henyard's administration. As the scandals continue to unfold, public opposition to Henyard is growing. Many are calling for her to resign, and the village trustees have already begun taking steps to limit her authority. The ongoing legal battles and public outcry will likely keep the pressure on her administration, and with more information emerging daily, the future of Henyard's leadership is increasingly uncertain. What do you think of Henyard's conduct and the ongoing controversies surrounding her? Is her time as mayor coming to an end, or is there more to this story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates on this developing situation.